Every journey starts somewhere. But not every journey builds legends.
Tonight, for the first time ever in the USA, televised live, two big US promotions go toe-to-toe.
For over a decade, the LFA has been the proving ground, where futures are forged under pressure and the next generation emerges. New year, new stage, but the mission hasn't changed. Find the hungriest fighters on the planet and give them nowhere to hide. Tonight, that legacy collides at heavyweight. Two giants, one belt, no margin for error. This is power. This is consequence. This is the LFA, the future of the sport. LFA 224 starts now.
Welcome to Legacy Fighting Alliance number 224, live on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube as the promotion kicks off the 2026 MMA season. Ron Kruk and LFA alum Alan Jouban bringing you 3 live preliminary bouts. There are the matchups, and we will begin with a catchweight of 150 pounds and a clash between undefeated Noah Gasho and David McKinney. Let's now check out the numbers, and we will get to the tail of the tape here in a moment, but there is our lineup. Alan Jouban, some of the future stars of MMA will be in action here on the LFA Fight Network.
Yeah, a couple of good matchups right here. I'm glad we got everybody. I know we had some holdups with weather and flight delays, and the guys were trying to make it. Everyone made it. Everyone weighed in. We've got a fantastic lineup for you tonight. This opening bout right here, though, David McKinney, you know, the guy that from Hawaii, now out of Iowa, a lot of experience, kind of a 500 type record, trying to turn the corner. He's got a good matchup right here against Noah Gasho, another fellow striker, 100% finish rate guy that's just a very polished striker. Gonna have to get on the inside against a very tall McKinney.
And you might remember Braden Peterson, who fought here. He's the man who fought Gable Stevenson in his MMA debut. He did not get the win, but he is back tonight. He will take on Ezayah Gomez, who comes in at 1-0.
I mean, Braden Peterson, this guy, they don't give him any easy bouts, Ron. He fought Gable Stevenson, the Olympic gold medalist last fight. Before that, Arslan Bilalov, who is the main event tonight, fighting for the heavyweight belt tonight, so hasn't had an easy roster, easy lineup so far in the LFA.
That guy will fight anyone, anytime. All right, we are set to go from here in Prior Lake, Minnesota, in the Mystic Lake Casino Hotel. Here are the numbers and the tail of the tape, powered by Bondi Pure. Prospect Noah Gasho is 23 years old. His opponent, David McKinney, at 34, is 11 years older. McKinney is 4 inches taller and 2.5 inches longer in the reach. Both athletes weighed in at 149.4 pounds. Now, to kick off LFA number 224, here's the voice of the LFA Octagon, Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube for continuing preliminary action here at LFA 224, Adams versus Bilalov. And now we are set to go for 3 5-minute rounds in an LFA catchweight 150 pounds, brought to you tonight by Bondi Pure, the ultimate daily health and detox drink. It's a science, not a diet. Check us out online at bondipure.com. And now introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6'1", weighed in 149.4 pounds. He holds a professional record 6-6, with 4 wins coming by way of knockout and 1 win by way of submission. Representing Grace Place, Ottumwa, fighting out of Oskaloosa, Iowa, by way of Puna, Hawaii, David, the Flying Hawaiian McKinney. His opponent across the LFA Octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a mixed martial artist standing 5'9", weighed in 149.4 pounds. He holds a professional record, 2 wins, 0 defeats, with 1 win coming by way of knockout, 1 by way of submission. Representing the Academy, fighting out of Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, Noah Gasho. Your referee, Rob Madrigal.
right, gentlemen, I need you to protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. I want you to fight hard, we'll fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Back up and we'll get started.
And we are ready to kick off the 2026 MMA season and LFA number 224. And great matchup we have here. David McKinney with the blue tape comes in with a 6-6 record. And the prospect, Noah Gasho, 2-0. He's got the blue tape.
Look out for striking between both of these men tonight. You know, Noah Gasho, you said, the prospect, very smooth, crisp Muay Thai style of striking. David McKinney, much more experienced, 34 years of age, you know, has 10 or 11 years on him, and, you know, 6 times the amount of fights. Loves to strike as well. I give David a bit of an advantage in the clinch with the knees, but I've seen some sharp stuff out of Noah Gasho with the elbows in the clinch as well.
Nice low kick, and then he goes up top. David McKinney also, Alan, had 8 fights as an amateur. So McKinney, the veteran, but he is eating a couple big shots from the 23-year-old from Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, Noah Gasho.
Gasho walking him down right now, trying to get in close. Look out for the sneaky elbows right here. Both men very experienced in the clinch game.
Definitely a prospect to keep an eye on, Noah Gasho. Only 9 months into his pro MMA career, looking to stay undefeated. Comes in with a 100% finishing rate, 1 knockout and 1 submission.
Young fighter, 23 years old, on the big stage right here. Fought a couple of times for LFA than amateurs, correct? 3 times, I believe.
Correct. Went
so
3-0 as an amateur.
Probably got some of the jitters out in those fights. Once you go pro, though, that amateur record really doesn't mean much.
Well, we say it all the time. The LFA is where the future is now, and you're going to see some of tomorrow's MMA stars in action, not only here on the LFA Fight Network, but on Vice TV tonight as well.
I like what I saw just now from Gasho. Doing a little toe kick to the liver, switching sides, going low kick after that. You see that elbow right there?
So quick.
Real sneaky with those. Very good at just kind of finding the openings in those clinch positions, and he finds himself in a very good position here.
And now, yes, on the back of McKinney.
Yeah, does have 1 submission on his record.
David McKinney back on his feet, but not for long.
That was good control. Dragged him off of the fence and didn't just let go of him. Kept control of the body, walked down into side control.
And the speed of Noah Gasho on display here early, too.
Trying to lock on this Dar so we could see if David McKinney could stay on his knees right here. He'll be somewhat safe. You got to get him broken down to finish that. Nice shot recognizing that by Gasho, letting it go.
Just past the midway point of the opening round. Another great and extremely loud crowd here at the Mystic Lake Casino Hotel.
McKinney doing a nice job just mixing everything in. Punches to kicks, feinting the punches, going upstairs with the kicks. See if he can complete this takedown right here.
It was 5 months ago that David McKinney made his LFA debut in this same building. Did not get the win. Ooh, and then the elbows raining and slipping through the guard. Noah Gasho looking to end this fight in the first round.
Stepping on the gas right here. Hit him with a couple of elbows. McKinney went down. Nice job. Feeling out if it's something he should blow his gas tank on or not. Felt like McKinney was able to recover. Gasho slowed it down. Shows real experience right here. Some guys might just go for broke, right? When you guy falls down like that, but he recognized he wasn't as badly hurt.
Now he's hurt. Elbow hurt. David McKinney.
This might be the beginning of the end, Ron.
He falls back down. Noah Gasho teeing off now. Big shots raining down. A knee, another knee, and an elbow.
He's laying it on him. McKinney needs to get out of here if he's gonna. The fight's gonna get stopped. Nice job digging these double unders. Is gonna give him a moment to recover. If I'm McKinney, I'm just going to try to wrestle right now, try to slow this fight down.
Oh, spinning elbow, Noah Gasho breaking everything out of his arsenal.
I love me some elbows, and Gasho is giving me all I could ask for with him right now. He's broke out a number of different types. That spinning elbow just recently.
But somehow David McKinney continuing to fire back.
Yeah, McKinney showing he's a dog right here. Not going to go away easily.
Under 30 seconds to go, opening round.
Oh, nice sneaky head kick right here for Gasho. Gasho really likes his clinch position.
Flying knee. McKinney goes down.
I don't even know if that
10 seconds
landed.
left.
I think McKinney kind of just fell to the pressure right there, but this is the type of elbow that hurt him a while ago.
Absolutely.
Bit of a standing elbow.
To the side of the head, but David McKinney will survive and move on to the second round. Big round for the 23-year-old from Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, Noah Gasho, training with Greg Nelson and the Academy.
That was some great action to start this thing off, man. I spoke about the clinch of both guys. You see this over the top. This is my favorite elbow personally. Over the top with the elbows. Had some damage done, trying to follow it up with some knees. There was an elbow in here at one point that really rattled him. You see McKinney kind of fall to the pressure. Gasho jumped on him. Great job. Look, these are the ones right here. You see these kind of downward elbows.
Yes.
Really hurt him. And we thought the fight might be over right here. McKinney staying in it, showing some of that toughness that got him to 12 fights so far in his career. Luckily for us, we get to go to a second round.
What a way to begin the new year. So we get things rolling here in Prior Lake, Minnesota. Moving on to round number 2. We'll see if Noah Gasho can pick up where he left off. David McKinney needs to turn things around, and he comes out and fires a leg kick.
Yeah, McKinney needs to stay off of the fence. So far, Gasho has been the stronger fighter in the clinch, in the grappling, in these elbow exchanges. As you see he's pressing him against the fence, he knows he's very comfortable there. McKinney, 6'1", is listed at. I mean, if I'm him, I'm circling to the middle and using some of that height and reach advantage.
Noah Gasho with the training at the Academy, as I mentioned, alongside with Cannon Swanson, who is on this card as well.
McKinney had some success just now, kind of moving laterally, finding the openings, staying calm. Noah doing a good job kind of rolling with all those shots, though. You can see him rolling and defending. Nothing's landing too hard.
And I can hear David McKinney's, as he goes in for the clinch, his corner saying, get off the cage, just like you said, Alan. He needs to push Gasho back into that center of the octagon.
Yeah, I don't like McKinney here against the fence, but he's having the most success of the fight thus far. Just kind of throwing from range, throwing from long boxing range. They find themselves in the clinch again. McKinney's shown to have some really good knees, but I think Gasho's been able to somewhat offset that because of his strong clinch as well.
And now McKinney with the body lock. I want to thank all of our LFA fans around the world for being patient with us as we working through a new broadcast deal. We will go live tonight on Vice TV, and all year long our preliminary action will be on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube.
That's it, baby.
Gonna be a huge year, my man.
Yeah, we weren't going anywhere, man. We were just making people wait.
That's
What
right.
a big surprise.
That elbow hurt McKinney.
A big surprise with the elbow right here. I mean, Gasho, he is finding
down,
them.
hammer fists raining down. McKinney in a world of trouble. And that is all. Noah Gasho remains undefeated. Finishes the veteran David McKinney in the second round. And another win for the young 23-year-old from Brooklyn Center, Minnesota.
That was impressive. I like this guy. I mean, 23 years old, 3-0 now. All finishes. Showed a little bit of everything tonight. You know, not, I wouldn't say double leg level changes, but in the grappling department was able to get the fight to the ground when needed. Great fighter IQ, knowing when to step onto the gas and when to pull off.
I think that was a great point you made, and you see it so often with some of the young kids. They just try to finish the fight, and they're not patient as we take a look at the end of this fight.
All the time, because they haven't been in that position before where a real life partner or opponent is actually hurt and they can actually go for the finish, so they don't know when to step on and off the gas. This looks like it's the end of the fight right here. Gasho recognized McKinney at this point was starting to crumble. When you see somebody cover up like this, it really tells you that they're not trying to mount any type of comeback offense. That's when you go for it. That's when you really lay down the hammer. When you see that referee starting to sneak in, you go for it, force the action to be stopped. Great performance by Noah Gasho.
And a nice stoppage by our referee, Rob Madrigal, one of the best here in Minnesota. Noah Gasho puts an end to this fight in the second round. David McKinney still cheering. Let's now get the official time. Here's Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Rob Madrigal, calls a stop to this fight. 2 minutes, 27 seconds into the second round, declaring your winner by TKO, Noah Gasho.
Noah Gasho makes the most of his first broadcasted LFA fight, scores his third straight win as a pro, and improves to a flawless 3-0. Much more LFA number 224 on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube coming up.
When you look back on LFA's journey, are there any pivotal moments that define the promotion?
There has been so many transitions and adversities we have had to overcome as a company.
Tonight, for the first time ever in the USA, televised live, two big US promotions go toe-to-toe.
When we first started out, at that time, Legacy and RFA were producing the best talent for the UFC.
A lot of eyes on this fight tonight. This has been about 3 years in the making.
Sometimes people would say Legacy was better. Sometimes people would say the RFA was better.
The United States, between two established organizations that have turned out some of the most talented fighters over the last several years. Many of them we've seen go on to the UFC.
Once RFA and Legacy Fighting Championship merged, as soon as that happened, I knew in my heart we had all the ingredients to be a success.
Here we go! Welcome to History in the Making. Welcome to Legacy Fighting Alliance. Legacy and RFA have combined to become the Legacy Fighting Alliance.
What an incredible video showing the history of the Legacy Fighting Alliance. Shout out to my broadcast partners for so many years, Michael Chiavello and the great Pat Miletich. You saw Kenny Rice and Boss Rutan, my former co-workers at Inside MMA. And Alan, it's just amazing to see how far this organization has come. You fought for the LFA. I've been a part of this organization from day one.
This has been like my, it's hard to describe, you know, watching the RFA and Legacy when I was just a fan, having the opportunity to fight for the RFA 4 times, to fight for the belt, getting signed to the UFC from fighting in the RFA, and then to come back full circle and be able to call these fights and see all these young stars, see all of these future legends and Hall of Famers that have done so well in the LFA, RFA, Legacy, become champions in the UFC. And really, I mean, it's not just where the future is now. It's not just future stars of the sport. It's not just a slogan, right? It's not just a motto. It's something that we literally do. 350-plus fighters in the UFC, and you saw just a taste of some of the champions that have come down this road.
3 current UFC champions are LFA alums. Just last year alone, the UFC signed 31 LFA athletes, proving that this is the true developmental league to get to the UFC. But also we're seeing just, you just saw Gasho. There's a young man who is honing his skills here in the LFA and then getting ready to move to the next level. Great video. We have to thank all of our, number one, LFA Nation, for the support that you have given us since our inception back in 2017. We wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you guys. And of course, the great LFA team, everyone from Ed Suarez, Sven Bean, Mark Berry, and our GWP crew. That guy over there, Joe, keeping us on the air. Thank you, Joe.
That handsome guy behind
I
you.
mean, yeah. I mean, just
don't
zoom into
hide.
him.
Don't hide.
And we're going to keep it rolling in 2026, fight fans. This could be the biggest year yet for the Legacy Fighting Alliance. Let's now check out tonight's LFA 224. Here are fight odds from DimeBit, the official sports book and online casino of the LFA. And the big championship fight, and I mean big literally, the heavyweight strap is on the line. Matt Adams from Ohio coming in as a plus 275 underdog against the undefeated Russian Arslan Bilalov. He is a minus 417 favorite. Scan the QR code on the screen and get in on the action at DimeBit. Alan, we look at those odds, and the one that jumps off the page definitely is the 5-time world BJJ
Holy
champion.
Smoke, yeah.
Gigi Canuto coming in at minus 300 against Silva.
Minus 3,000.
3,000,
yeah, I mean,
excuse me, thank you.
Wild odds, but you get it.
Dumb
Silva,
numbers.
a lot more of a striker. Canuto, as you mentioned, a multiple-time world champion in grappling, jiu-jitsu, and she's coming in here, Ron. We're going to talk about it later. A lot more confident is Canuto going into this matchup.
Once again, scan that QR code on the screen. The only way to make LFA 224 more exciting is to get in on the action at DimeBit. We will end with heavyweights, and we move to the heavyweight division here for our second fight. The tail of the tape is powered by VP.net, and it's a heavyweight showdown between Ezayah Gomez and Braden Peterson. Undefeated young gun. Gomez, 24 years old. Braden Peterson is 13 years older. Peterson is 3 inches taller, but Gomez is 2 inches longer in the reach, and Gomez weighed in 8 pounds lighter than Peterson. Another guy who has been a part of this organization from the early days is one of the best ring announcers in the business. We go inside to my man, Mike Kendall.
Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA heavyweight division, brought to you tonight by VP.net, the only VPN that can't spy on you. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out in the blue corner. This Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu specialist stands 6'3", weight in 256.8 pounds. He holds a 1-2 professional record. His win coming by way of knockout. Representing SBG Polson, fighting out of Polson, Montana, Braden Peterson. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a freestyle fighter, standing 6 foot tall, weight in 248.2 pounds. He holds a 1-0 professional record. Representing La Bodega Fitness and Fight Club, fighting out of Prior Lake, Minnesota, Ezayah Gomez. Your referee, Rob Madrigal.
All right, gentlemen, you need to protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. I want you to fight hard, but fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Back up and we'll get started.
Ezayah Gomez, the favorite according to DimeBit at minus 1,000. He comes in with a spotless 1-0 record. And the veteran, Braden Peterson, plus 700. He's got the blue tape. Gomez, the red. Ron Kruk and Alan Joban with you. And right away, Gomez dumps Peterson on his back.
I mean, Gomez seemed to hold Peterson in the air for a couple of seconds before he dumped him. And I was just waiting. The clock was on that one. Ezayah Gomez, I mean, great wrestling background, 42-0 his senior year in high school, won state, 3-time finalist. You know, he's got the accolades. He's a smaller man, but he's very strong on the mat. Obviously, Braden Peterson, known for his striking. He's a slightly bigger man, but my goodness, he keeps going up against this tough opposition and finding himself in these bad situations.
No doubt about it. Peterson fighting Gable Stevenson in his MMA debut, who is here tonight. He also just fought Arslan Bilalov, who is fighting for the title tonight.
Gomez working this key lock. Americana, he's gonna get it.
That's the tap, walk-off submission. Ezayah Gomez, a first round submission, forces Braden Peterson to tap. Beautiful key lock submission, Alan. You called it.
Yeah, you know it wasn't going to take long once it hit the ground. You see he's got his teammate Thomas Peterson in the corner, another LFA great heavyweight, former heavyweight champion here in the LFA. So you know he was going to come into this octagon prepared tonight, and he just showed out for us. Gomez, I was talking about his wrestling while he was busy doing work. Able to get position, big slam to start things off, and slowly inch his way into positions. You don't often see that submission, Ron, with smaller guys, because it takes a lot of control of the body to finish that shoulder lock, and smaller guys are able to kind of just find their way out. But when you have two big men, it's a lot more high percentage. Take a look at this slam right here. Look how he holds him in the air for a matter of seconds.
That was
and then
amazing.
Drops him down. Power right here. Here's
Holding
him
a
setting it up.
256-pound man up.
It shows the strength right there of Ezayah Gomez. And you see him, as soon as he gets his wrists together, he's going to take his left arm and try to gather his own wrist. You see it? He's creeping right there with his fingers with his left hand. As soon as he's able to get it around his wrist, that's when the shoulder, the lock comes on strong. Braden Peterson did not have a lot of time right there, forced the tap, and just a really flawless execution right there from Ezayah Gomez.
And he impressed another one of our former LFA heavyweights, Stephen Asplin, in the house. He was signed to the UFC as well, one of 5 heavyweights that was signed by the UFC in 2025. Keep an eye on Ezayah Gomez. He could be next. Let's now make it official inside. Here's Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Rob Madrigal, calls a stop to this fight 1 minute, 2 seconds into the very first round, declaring a winner by tap out due to Americana, Ezayah Gomez.
Second straight win as a pro for the hometown favorite, Ezayah Gomez. He has reeled off 6 consecutive wins back to his amateur career, but he improves to 2-0 as a pro. And there he is with our former heavyweight champ, Thomas Peterson, and the rest. The Lob will get a fitness and a fight club. Big win for Gomez. Well, no better way to kick off the 2026 MMA season than with a heavyweight world championship fight. Matt Adams facing Arslan Bilalov, and here's a preview.
On January 16th, 2 fighters clash to determine who will be crowned the LFA heavyweight king. Matt Adams looks to add another highlight reel finish to his already impressive resume.
Raining down blows. Matt Adams going to work on Ben Wonder.
Undefeated Arslan Bilalov looks to keep his flawless record while claiming LFA gold. Also on the card, 10-0 rising prospect Josiah Harrell looks to put on a show.
Over and out! Josiah Harrell!
Who will be crowned the heavyweight king?
We are excited to make our broadcast debut on Vice TV, our new broadcast partner and the new home of the Legacy Fighting Alliance. LFA 224. What a card we have. The heavyweight strap is vacant, and it will not be anymore after tonight. Bilalov and Matt Adams fighting for the title. Allen, the American powerhouse Adams, extremely well-rounded fighter who has reeled off 5 straight wins after losing his pro debut.
Yeah, I mean, you can label this guy a wrestler, and we're going to see a lot of wrestling in these highlights. But if you take a look at some of his boxing career and other competitions, this guy is not afraid to throw the hands, Ron. This guy gets in there, lets the leather fly, but if he sees the opportunity to take advantage in the grappling department, he will do that. Had an impressive high school career in wrestling, went undefeated his senior year. Going to be a great matchup in this one against this guy, Arslan Bilalov, freestyle wrestling champion. He comes from a lot of great gyms from Dagestan. Now he's at ATT in Florida. been living there for 6 months in training. This is the type of guy that he gets on top of you. You see his build, you see his frame, the power. He will not get off of you. Going to be a great matchup that we have here in the main event for the belt. Also on this card, we've got Harold right here. You see, look, take a look at this video, guys. Don't blink. Look at this double leg go through the door.
Look out of the cage.
This guy broke our octagon, dang it. But he has that type of power. Explosive power. All-sport athlete in high school. Did a little bit of everything. Very slick on the feet, compact for the weight class, and explosive as well.
And returning to the LFA octagon for an 8th time is the former title contender, 5-time BJJ world champion, G Canuto.
We've seen a lot of Gigi over the years. Young girl, we saw her into the octagon at only like 19 years old. She has matured, she has gotten better, she has worked on her striking. We know what she can do on the ground. If the fight hits the mat, she is a shark in water, but she wants to show other sides to her game. She has been working on it diligently. This is a fight we might see her resort back to that grappling, going up against a heavy-handed striker in this matchup.
Still only 23. She will tangle with the fighting nerds, Zenaina Silva.
Silva, somebody, anytime you get a fighting nerd, you know it's somebody that they studied the tape very well. She does her research. She does her best work, though, doing this. Backing the opponents up, putting them on the fence, then letting her hands go. She's got nice, crisp boxing. She's going to be looking to sprawl or get back up and let the fist fly.
Here is Minnesota's Tanner Tremblay. He's looking to remain unbeaten and earn his 6th straight win.
Tanner has looked so sharp throughout his career, especially here in the LFA. Look at that knockout power, that timing, such a highlight reel, but this is what he does best. Guy can wrestle his tail off. He can mix it up just as good as anyone that we have on this card. Look at this finish right here with the arm in, power guillotine, firing on all cylinders. One of the guys you really want to keep your eyes on during this matchup.
Well, he faces off against Shazam, Shaheen Santana, who's going for his 10th career win.
Yeah, Santana, a lot of experience, a lot of height and size to the division. Has some wins over some big names here in the LFA. This is a guy long and lanky, likes to strike, but all of his wins have come by submission. Going to look to keep that submission record going tonight as well. Also on the card, who do we have here, Ron?
That's Cannon Swanson.
Swanson, thank you for picking up my slack. Another wrestler, tall for the division. Cannon Swanson does it well, likes to start fights out with the kicks, able to utilize our wrestling anytime we want. Got a lot of young, hungry prospects, a lot of undefeated guys looking to show out tonight.
There is the lineup coming up and airing live on Vice TV. A scan of the QR code on the screen. Get to a Dime Bit. Dime Bit is the official sportsbook and online casino of the Legacy Fighting Alliance. A stacked card coming up, and make sure you are following the LFA on social media at LFA Fighting. Third and final LFA 224 preliminary bout here on the LFA Fight Network matches up Tyree Overton, who makes his professional debut tonight, and unbeaten Pedro Trujillo. Tail of the tape, powered by Monster Energy, and so am I. Overton is 28, Trujillo is 6 years younger and 3 inches taller, but Overton has the 3-inch reach advantage. Once again, inside Mike Kendall.
Fight fans, this contest is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the LFA Middleweight division, brought to you tonight by Monster Energy. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist stands 6'2", weighing in 185.6 pounds. He holds a professional record, 1 win, 0 defeats. That win coming by way of submission. Representing the Pinnacle Fight and Fitness, fighting out of Bakersfield, California, Pedro the Saint Trujillo. His opponent across the octagon, fighting out of the red corner, is a wrestler standing 5'11", weighing in 185 pounds. He tonight makes his professional debut. Representing the Academy, fighting out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, Tyree Overton. Your referee, Rob Madrigal.
All right, gentlemen, I need you to protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. I want you to fight hard, but fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Back up and we'll get started.
Pedro Trujillo looking to remain unbeaten and improve to 2-0. He has the blue tape. And Tyree Overton making his pro debut tonight. Went 6-0 as an amateur with 4 knockouts, 1 submission, and 1 decision. Ron Kruk and Alan Joban cage side. Final preliminary bout here at LFA 224. And Tyree Overton looking to make a statement right away.
Both guys exchanged in the center of the octagon. It looked like Tyree Overton was able to get the better of it. And he finds himself in a great position. Has his arm tied up. Trujillo able to get back to his feet. Look out for the big slams though, Ron. Tyree Overton has a lot of massive slams on his career, in his record so far.
Tyree Overton wasting no time here tonight in his pro debut. Originally from Rock Island, Illinois, now fighting out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. He's got a strong supporting cast here in the crowd at the Mystic Lake Casino Hotel tonight. Pedro Trujillo looking to weather this storm. He's coming off a first round rear naked choke win in just 48 seconds.
Sat him down for a split second with that right hand. Keep an eye on that. That's his best weapon, in my opinion, that overhand right from Trujillo. Also has nice knees in the clinch.
Trujillo riding an 8-fight win streak going back to his amateur career. Looking to follow up a successful pro debut in November. But Tyree Overton, following a decorated wrestling career, amateur MMA career that was stellar, went undefeated, a 3-time All-American wrestler. Comes in as Tapology's number 11 ranked amateur middleweight in North America.
Oh, nice level change. Good hips from Trujillo, defending that one well.
I like the knee too on the break. Just missed. Really landing on the button of Overton. And Rob Madrigal stops action as Tyree Overton.
Yeah, caught him low.
Caught him low.
That was a nice reaction from Pedro Trujillo, though. Overton did a nice timing, got in deep on the hips. I thought he was going to complete it. You saw Pedro immediately react, hip into him. Take a look at this.
No doubt about it.
Yeah, just grazed it.
I could hear the sound of that shot off the cup as well here, cage side.
Come on, fans. I don't think that was worth a boo. Come on.
Hey, you know what? It's the beginning of the year. Everyone's coming out. They've been waiting 8 weeks to boo, so.
Ready to boo, yeah.
Let them go.
That was technically a sound knee, though. When you throw a knee, you want to have the toes down to prevent those type of incidents. The toes were down. The angle still caught him on the cup. Not too bad. We get to continue here.
Tyree Overton and Pedro Trujillo. Watch those kicks, too, from Trujillo.
Overton needs to be cautious. Keep that left hand high, not to get caught with the overhand right from Trujillo again.
Overton with the 1-2. Both athletes firing away. The center of the LFA octagon.
Once again, Trujillo showing good wrestling defense. It looks like this was something that he's been working on in preparation for this matchup. Sprawl and brawl.
And Trujillo looking to find a rhythm here in the first round. Fighting out of Bakersfield, California, making his LFA debut tonight. Oh, nice overhand right land from Trujillo.
He's very accurate with that overhand right. Had his upper body off to the side, still was able to find the mark. Throwing that overhand. And the longer that he keeps this fight here on the feet, he's going to continue building momentum, finding his footing.
Oh, Trujillo catches Overton. He eats a shot right to the face, and then now he goes to work on that lead leg.
Overton's going to need to complete one of these takedowns. Needs to break this rhythm that Trujillo has found on the feet.
Yeah, for sure. See if the wrestler can get Trujillo down, who has showed some nice takedown defense and sprawl.
Going inside trip. Nothing doing. Another defended takedown from Pedro Trujillo. He's going to come back strong.
It looks like a little blood now trickling from the nose of Tyree Overton.
Yeah, and Overton, you see him start to kind of slowing down a bit, right? He's had 3. Oh, that looked like an adjustment to an elbow right there over the top. But when you go for takedowns and you don't get them, not only is it kind of wear on the gas tank, but mentally, if you know that this is what I normally get in training and now I'm not able to land it in a fight, it takes something out of you. And you can kind of see the momentum shift right here.
Without
Trujillo's
a doubt.
walking him down.
Trujillo is landing that jab and gaining confidence. Just past the 30-second mark of round number 1. What a fight. And now Overton lands and backs up Trujillo right in front of us. Going to work. Oh, big shots by both fighters. What a brawl. And now Overton scores the first takedown of the fight. As a time winds down, and there's the horn.
Yeah, we got ourselves a fight, Ron.
No doubt about it. The LFA coming out firing in the new year.
Yeah, these guys came out firing. You see early on, catches him with the hook, loses his balance, swarms him, but Trujillo able to get back. And look at this double jab, right hand over the top. Picture perfect, sits him down. Overton able to recover, but you see some more of the striking. There's that overhand once again, even though his upper body is off the line. Able to find the target. Looks like he's almost going for some elbows. Look at the end of the round. Look at this flurry. Both men standing in the fire. Neither one of them wants to move.
Firefight.
Both men landing. Overton saying, I'm going to get a takedown before the end of the round. Gets one just as the bell rings.
Yeah, absolutely. The wrestler scores the first takedown of the fight. Wrestled at Rock Island High School, went 73-22. 2 years at Lincoln College, junior college. A 2-time All-American. He finished 3rd and 8th in the NJCAA National Championships.
There's a different body language happening right here to start the second round. Trujillo's been bouncing, waiting for the bell to ring. Overton had his hands on his hips, a little small cut above his right eye. He's gonna have to find a way to, there we go, here's the big opportunity right here. Overton in deep, see if he can finish this. Has to stay with this.
And he gets
nice
it.
job on that head outside single. Great positioning right here. Try to press him on the fence. Slow this fight down. Right now, if I'm Overton, I'm thinking just keep this position. Don't lose the position by going for anything too big. Just now let Trujillo accept the position, and then from there, try to start mounting some offense.
Overton training at the academy under head coach Greg Nelson, and I think they told him in between rounds, hey, wrestler, let's get him to the ground in the second round.
Too much danger on the feet.
Yeah, because Trujillo has some power, man.
And this has got to be deflating again. You know, big takedown for Overton, did everything correct, but Trujillo was able to find himself, work his way back up to the feet again. This is taxing when you're the guy that's trying to wrestle.
Trujillo out of Bakersfield, California, training the Pinnacle Fight and Fitness team, making his debut, and nice.
Yeah, 2 solid low kicks in a row in the exact same spot.
Yeah.
Love the way he's going upstairs after.
Look at that lead leg of Overton showing some damage.
Trujillo's looking really sharp tonight. I've seen some of his other fights, and you could see the potential there, but I didn't see him always putting everything together like he is tonight.
Follow the LFA on social media at LFA Fighting.
Oh, man. 2 more in a row.
Oh, and Trujillo caught Overton again, and now Overton coming back.
Oh, Trujillo with a little wrestling right here. See if he can complete this takedown. Overton showing he's got grit. He's hurt, beaten up, trying to fire back. The wrestler getting wrestled. Nice job. Great job by Overton getting his hips high. He noticed Trujillo was a bit high. Peeked out on his hips. Finds himself on top again.
Beautiful scramble.
If these guys work themselves back to the center, Ron, keep an eye on the lead leg of Overton.
For sure. Showing a lot of damage.
Yeah. Those last 2 kicks, you could see him his legs start to look a little wobbly.
And the blood continuing to stream out of the nose of Tyree Overton.
I'm looking for that leg kick if I'm Trujillo. I think one more and we see Overton switching stances. Oh, nice.
Beautiful
nice entry
change, and Overton scores the big takedown right in front of us.
Perfect timing by Overton. Got in on that high crotch, ran it to the fence. Trujillo looking for a switch. He's so far done a nice job of just scrambling out. What do you have, Ron?
There's a great shot of the lead leg of Overton, showing that damage, turning red, turning purple, because those kicks from Pedro Trujillo have done some damage.
Yeah, Overton doing all he can, trying to collect the legs right here. This would be great if he can collect the legs and triangle them, take that out of the equation, then suck in those hips, bring Trujillo off the fence, not allow him that third leg being the fence to wall walk up.
And Trujillo back up on his feet, fires off a right as they break. And now a big knee from Trujillo. Wow. Combination landing.
Oh, that was a big body shot.
Upstairs, yes.
Overton's digging deep right now. I can tell he's hurting.
Out.
He's breathing heavy. He's hurt.
Hands are low.
Yeah, he's staying in this fight. He's doing all he can to just stay focused. But it's obvious that you're here right now. I mean, he's got all the momentum moving forward. He's just looking for the right placement of the right shot.
Overton stuck him as Trujillo was coming in. Both fighters uber aggressive as we are wrapping up round number 2. Really a big round for Pedro Trujillo. And Tyree Overton wearing a lot of damage. Bloodied and battered and limping his way over to the stool.
Yeah, he looks like there's a good little cut on the eyelid of Overton. Take a look at some of these crazy exchanges here. I mean, this has been such an action-packed fight so far. You see these guys, both men landing. This is where Overton said, I had enough. I'm just going to let the leather fly and do what I can. Bite down on the mouthpiece. This is him running it to the fence right here. Finally getting a good takedown. Take a look at the knee right here. These guys in exchange. If you're with Trujillo, you have to be cognizant. Got a tall frame on him, able to get those knees up very high. Another action-packed round by both men.
Making his LFA debut, Pedro Trujillo, as we move on to round number 3. The final preliminary bout here on the LFA Fight Network.
Trujillo's bouncing up and down. I mean, he's just salivating, waiting for this round to start.
Without a doubt. That is so well said, Alan. He is ready. Third and final round. Fighters touch gloves. The pro debut of Tyree Overton. And right away, Pedro Trujillo attacking that lead leg.
Look, switching of the stances. That was it. Needs to go right back to the outside. Throw a couple feints, chop that leg, and then it'll open up the opportunities upstairs.
Give credit to the Pinnacle Fight and Fitness team of Pedro Trujillo. And look at Tyree Overton. There's no quitting him. And Trujillo slams Overton.
Yeah, went for a bit of a throw, kind of a lateral drop.
Oh,
those are some big elbows.
Nasty elbows to the rib cage. Back up on his feet, but Overton looking for the double leg.
This is when wrestling becomes a lot more difficult because you're tired and everybody's slippery right here. It becomes a lot harder to keep your man down. Overton fighting for this right now. He's got to think, how much energy do I burn going for this? And you can't stand here and take damage against an offensive guy like Trujillo.
And this is happening right in front of us. Those are some nasty elbows, Alan.
Yeah. Very, very nice trip on the outside for Overton. This is his opportunity for me.
Yes,
I don't,
he needed that.
you know, unless he throws a Hail Mary and lands a knockout shot on the feet. He's finally got him down. Both men are tired. Needs to try to work his way to the back and find a submission. Find a way to end this match. Corner yelling, get to the back. I agree with that. So far, just wrestling hasn't worked. He needs to find a submission.
He did score one submission as an amateur. Ended most of his amateur fights by way of knockout or TKO. We are at 3 minutes to go here in the final rounds.
And this might be the longest that Overton has been able to keep Trujillo down.
Dude, look at the cut and the gash in between the eyes of Tyree Overton.
I'm trying not to get sprayed by blood right here.
Pedro Trujillo has opened up a nasty cut. It's not gushing blood, though, at this point. You see that? Hey, you got to watch that white shirt.
I am.
And that's a big takedown from Tyree Overton, getting Trujillo back down.
I can't have the blood splatter before the open, so.
That's right.
It's like wearing a white shirt.
Good for your debut on Vice TV.
Yeah, I'm from Louisiana. You don't wear a white shirt to eat crawfish, and you don't wear a white button down in a bloody match. I made a mistake
your
tonight.
Jacket.
Yeah.
Joe, get the man a tarp. Come on. What is going on here?
Overton doing a nice job, though. You know, he was able to collect the legs once again, doing a nice job, holding Trujillo down. Look, this is an opportunity. We could see a big upset right here. He's finally on the back. If he can get that second hook in and maybe commit to the submission, he's kind of just riding him wrestler style, but I think if he threw that left hook in, he could really commit to this rear naked choke possibility. And his corners are yelling exactly what we're saying. They're saying put both hooks in, try to get the back, try to hunt a submission. You've got 90 seconds to finish this fight. He's working more of a wrestling position right here, more of like a spladle type position, but you're not going to get the submission this way. Going to find himself on top in a mounted position. Yeah, he needs to head up and just go ground and pound or look for a submission.
He's got the opportunity here.
Yeah.
As we're coming up on 1 minute to go.
He needs to switch into attack mode. Right now he's still kind of trying to keep him down, but he's already solidified that. He's had him down for about 2 minutes.
Overton's corner pleading with their athlete. Throw some elbows, throw something at this point. 45 seconds.
Opportunity here. Oh, he's got his back arm pinned. There we go.
And now Tyree Overton looking to mount up. Trujillo holding on tight.
Nasty elbows.
30 seconds. Oh, mounts up. Trujillo trying to buck him off.
He needs to take the back right here. He needs to go for the choke.
15 seconds.
He's got to go for something.
One last flurry from Tyree Overton making his pro debut tonight. Pedro Trujillo hangs on, and what a fight we have seen here in the LFA middleweight division. Tyree Overton, Pedro Trujillo, class act.
Yeah, great fight.
Embrace, what a fight.
Great fight by both men, and great job by Tyree Overton coming back and probably winning that third round. Could have done a little bit more in terms of trying to finish a fight with a submission, but nonetheless was able to finally find his game, get the takedown, hold him down, mount a little bit of offense. A little bit too late for him, though.
Fight fans, this is just the appetizer. The main course coming up. 9 p.m. Eastern on Vice TV as we check out the action, and there was a lot of action.
Oh, man, look at that. Adjust to the elbow. I mean, where do I begin? We had so many flurries in the pocket. Both men. Overton right here pressing forward, trying to find the knockout punch. You see, going for the throw. At least he didn't end up on his back. Able to stay with it. Eventually got the takedown, found himself on top, was able to end the round right there. Had some success, just was a little bit not quite enough Probably should have went for a submission, but still got to be proud of himself. Weathered a storm in there and did a great job coming back in that third round. Look at that gash on the forehead of Tyree Overton. That's probably from that elbow that we just isolated in that shot, that counter punch from Trujillo. What a fight to wrap up the LFA 224 preliminary bouts here on the LFA Fight Network. High-level action between Trujillo and Overton. Let's now get the official decision from Mike Kendall.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges score this bout 29-28. For your winner by unanimous decision, Tyree Overton.
Wait, what?
Wow! A successful pro debut and LFA main card debut, preliminary card debut for Tyree Overton.
29-28 Overton. I gave him the third round. 29-28 makes a lot of sense, but it should be Pedro Trujillo. He won the first 2 rounds. I mean, he was beaten and bloodied up. Great props to Tyree Overton coming back, weathering the storm, but I mean,
I am shocked too, Alan.
I think it was easy on the eyes to see who won, and then damage alone spoke for itself.
Damage.
He acquired a new cut every single round leading up into the third round. I don't know if that was a mistake or what happened right there with the officiating. I feel bad for Pedro Trujillo. He fought an excellent fight.
I mean, no doubt about it. I feel Pedro Trujillo was robbed here in Minnesota. Tyree Overton, let's give him credit. Fought through a lot of adversity to score a successful pro debut, but wow.
I mean, I'm trying to think back. Was the first round, I'm guessing, was the closer of the
first round was closer, definitely.
Closer,
but I still had it going Trujillo's way.
I certainly did. I mean, he landed the more strikes. He stuffed 3 takedowns. Remember, we were just talking about the wrestling defense, and he cut him up as well in that first round. That's a shame for Trujillo. Great fight by both men, but that one did not go to the correct winner.
No, as we kick off the 2026 MMA season, everybody's easing back into it, including the judges here in Minnesota. A tough loss for Pedro Trujillo from Bakersfield, California, his first defeat as a pro. But give Tyree Overton credit, a successful debut for the 28-year-old from here in Minnesota. Well, thank you for watching the LFA 224 preliminary bouts on the LFA Fight Network on YouTube. Select preliminary bouts air before every main card on the LFA Fight Network. Make sure you're following the promotion on all social media platforms at LFA Fighting, and get to Vice TV for the main LFA 224 card coming up at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. For my broadcast partners, Alan Joban and Mike Kendall, I'm Ron Kruk, and that is all.
On January 16th, 2 fighters clash to determine who will be crowned the LFA heavyweight king. Matt Adams looks to add another highlight reel finish to his already impressive resume.
Raining down blows. Matt Adams going to work on Ben Wonder.
Undefeated Arslan Bilalov looks to keep his flawless record while claiming LFA gold. Also on the card, 10-0 rising prospect Josiah Harrell looks to put on a show.
Over and out! Josiah Harrell!
Who will be crowned the heavyweight king?